Hi everyone. I'm actually making a really quick video today. So before I go off to meet someone and and run my errands before work later on in the evening. For today, I just want to talk about the topic of loneliness and how it actually impacts us as empaths who are trying to recover from um, narcissistic abuse or narcissistic relationship. Okay, I know that for many people, empaths or even non-empaths or just like neurotypical people, when we actually leave a narcissistic relationship, the first few kind of things that we feel, like the emotions, would always include the emotion of loneliness. Sometimes this could include other feelings such as desperation, because the narcissist has actually left us decimated, yes, decimated, or almost feeling destroyed financially, sometimes physically, and also, of course, emotionally, because uh, if we do not discard them, they will discard us. And the feeling is that we are not good enough as a result of that. And on top of that, there are certain feelings of loneliness, loneliness, sadness, hurt, pain, trauma. um, what I just want to say, especially about the feeling of loneliness, is that contrary to what we think, it's not exactly a very bad feeling. I know, okay, some people would just think, why? I mean, we have no choice. We have to be with the narcissist. We have to be the person. And um, for most people, I think this is actually the trauma bond speaking. We feel bonded to our abuser. Yeah, we feel bonded to them. And we start romanticizing, recalling the moments. The relatively better moments when they were not yet really abusing us. But if you think about it, all those moments were actually being staged. And in many ways, the feeling of loneliness is not exactly a bad one because um, if you think about it, you can be alone by yourself, but in that space, you can soothe yourself, you can take care of yourself, you can heal from all your wounds and all your pain, and you can do the things you want to do. Um, but when you are with the narcissist, you are not allowed to be yourself. You are constantly being berated, being criticized, uh, being verbally and emotionally, sometimes physically and sexually abused too. I'm not really speaking for myself because I only have been maybe emotionally and verbally abused mostly, but I may have also been financially and somewhat sometimes potentially physically abused, although I didn't really allow that to happen in terms of the physical aspects, and I just walked away. But um, if you think about it, as empaths, neurotypical people, we have that capability to regenerate, and that is by ourselves. Narcissists do not have that ability. Uh, if you think about it, yeah, very and look at observe that narcissists in your life, you might probably realize that they cannot be by themselves. Even after they have discarded you, or even if they are not around you, they always have to be surrounded by someone or have someone next to them. Um, even if you claim that the narcissist in your life is a covert or seemingly introverted person, they always have someone next to them. if you look at it this way, I had to actually realize that myself, because on my own end, 6 years ago, as I've told everyone, I was in a very bad narcissistic relationship, or it's not even a relationship, it's more like a situationship and manipulationship. Um, the next day, or not next day, maybe 1 or 2 days barely after the discard, which was on a Thursday, uh, that narcissistic ex was already uh, playing games with the game of Pokemon Go, yes, with family, and going out on the park, on that so-called Pokemon Go, that hunting game. Yeah, it is really creepy, but I mean, the game is just creepy. But other that aside, you just realize that narcissists always need supply. It doesn't need to be from a romantic partner. It can be from friends, family, and of course, the discard was actually in late July. But barely after that, I mean, the very moment just right after I was discarded, I knew that the narcissist was going to meet someone, a so-called friend, okay, a male friend, but I knew that it was actually a new supply, a new date, and it was verified in October then, 6 years ago, by an acquaintance who knew the narcissist. Um, so what I want to say, actually, just to go back to the idea of loneliness, is that um, it's not a handicap to be alone and to feel lonely. Um, if you feel lonely, and especially after narcissistic abuse, um, it's a good reason to start working on yourself, to find your own space and to heal and recover, to do your inner work. So I know that it sounds really antisocial, but it's actually not really that bad. Um, for the last 6 years, I think, not seven, yeah, 5 or 6 years, there was a period actually when I withdrew socially. I would say maybe in 2018 and 2019, and then after that, of course, it was compounded by the situation of COVID-19, as you all know, which was in 2020, and I had actually worsened progressively in 2020 and the early part of 2021. So, but as time went on, I started realizing, actually, this alleged social withdrawal and loneliness that I have felt uh, wasn't so much of a handicap. It allowed me to actually find space to do certain things, and pick up new hobbies, or if not pick up new hobbies, to actually continue to re-establish and to go back to my hobbies. So um, actually, one of my favorite hobbies was actually writing, and not just writing but creative writing. I remember that during my time, in 20 2018, no, 20, yeah, 20s, from 2017 all the way to 2020. um, it slowed down in 2020, but over those few years when I was actually alone, I really could just use my writing, my creative writing, to release some of the negative emotions and the pain that I felt from the abuse. So and as a result, I actually have a very extensive collection of poems about my experience, and I hope that eventually I'll be able to publish them. I haven't really printed them out or converted them to a soft copy, electronic format, but they have been written out on pen and paper, at least for the most part, and at least half of them have been converted to an electronic format. And of course, there were certain illustrations and artwork which I was able to generate in that period of time when I was actually by myself. So Yes, so loneliness is not your handicap. It can become a space or provide a space for you to heal, to recover, and to perform your own inner work for yourself. And in the best cases, it even becomes a kind of superpower. Okay, so that's it for now. Okay, so I'll see you again later in a new video. Bye bye.